Hi, I'm Arpad Sayko and I'm wearing pants. Here we are at Clare Brothers Rehearsal Studio, known as the S4 Room, rehearsing with Chris Stapleton, who I have the distinct pleasure of mixing front of house for. And we're going to talk about how I'm using some SE gear, which I don't have around right now. Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Bing! This thing, the DM1. I'll show you the very unusual way I've been incorporating it in my rig. And maybe you can find some interesting ways to incorporate it in your rig. Let's take a look at what we're doing. On our analog rig, on Chris's vocal, I have inserted the magnificent Focusrite producer pack. And I primarily use it for a dynamic EQ and no real overall compression on his vocal, just squeezing a little bit of upper mid-range when he goes full double barrel into that mic. The problem I was having with the Focusrite mated up with the analog console, and I don't know whether it was the fault of the desk or the Focusrite, but my signal coming in via the insert loop was pretty weak, and as a result I had to gain up the input side and output side of the Focusrite to the point where the noise floor was pretty unacceptable. And also I had to have the threshold way low, like minus 20-ish, to get the proper amount of compression that I was looking for. So I needed a way to get more signal coming into the Focusrite. And then once I saw the Inline Mic Pre, made by SE, the DM1 DYNAMITE, and wonderful packaging, by the way, I figured, all right, I gotta figure out a way to get this into my insert loop. So this is what I did. Here we have our typical insert situation where you come into the line in, seeing as how most insert loops are line level, and then you main out. And in this scenario, I had the gain pretty not maxed out, but pretty high. So I needed to get more signal coming out of this line, or coming out of the desk through this line. So I decided to use a Inline Mic Pre. Of course, this guy needs phantom power. Well, there's phantom power on the mic input, so I said, oh, okay, I can get phantom power to it, but I still need to come into the line. So I'll use this fancy split cable. So that's going into the mic input so that it sends phantom power, and then that phantom powers the DM1. So now, coming out of here, should be 24 dB more juice. Then I realized that, well, there's going to be a problem because the line input of the Focusrite does not have a capacitor attached to it in any way to protect it from the 48 volts coming out of the Mic Pre. So now I also have to incorporate an X10 transformer, which does not allow phantom power to pass through it. And now, as a result, I'm able to get my 24 dB of gain. Device is protected from phantom power. I have a healthier gain structure going on in the front where I'm not pushing too much this way and pulling too much that way, or where I'm in what is the conceived sweet spot of the piece of gear. Because the signal coming in is so much hotter, the noise floor is squashed by it, and as a result, I get a better situation. I'm not maxing out my gain. I don't have my threshold for compression at minus 30. It's at a proper minus 8, and results have been good.